I sometimes wonder if people who watch these little videos will like it, and in my imagination I observe my feeling of their praise, but if I am so susceptible to such praise, does that not mean I don't acknowledge my very own splendorous beauty? Now in a dream years back I was encouraging a woman who appeared a bit miserable, and I told her to honor herself. In the dream I knew her name was Lydia. Elsewhere I already spoke about the mystery of Lydia, a sort of human equation with the Dalet unnamed, and the L frequency. But this Lydia in the Bible is, as we recall, a wealthy businesswoman, trading in purple silk. And, we are told by historians, that the city of Lydia is the location of the invention of monetary coins, a proto-financial system which probably benefited and changed the landscape of humanity. So Lydia also has to do with trading, and money. So Lydia has to acknowledge her beauty, her rank, in order to trade. Now perceiving our inner beauty and outer, equates to value, and value equates to a sort of rank. And the creative field of existence seeks out this status or rank of the I am of the human. It approaches the beggar and the king in the same way, and responds to what it sees according to the I am of each. Now if we dishonor ourselves by thinking ourselves worthless in some way, then the creative fields observes it, test it, and replicate it. Remember, a king receives things automatically, as said to me by the Asian king I saw in heaven. A king shines, and a king doesn't work, he or she rests with authoritative assumption, and a king doesn't inquire too much how he or she will receive things. A king is also at peace. And a king keeps focus, and with focus comes singularity, which the man from heaven told Joseph Sturgeon, which I read about in his remarkable books. And here singularity is the forming of a thing into existence. So if you are in trouble, begin to honor yourself. Honor is not just value, within honor lives the stealthy demand to the entire cosmos that the person must receive something. Honor has a demand for reciprocity. Imagine if we are dropped into a strange mirror dimension, and there the dimension talks to us, saying, it will respond to us according to the mirror, that is the shine of what we see in our internal image. Dishonor also has a demand, and the universal dimensions respond to it. In the meantime we live in gratitude, because such a state is a gate state, a gravity vector if you would. And in the meantime we cannot give up, we must push forward with bravery and confidence, because such confidence and leaning forward is the very currency of heaven, and God partners with it. I wonder about this strange agency of confident pushing forward in life. And in this regard I think of the marvelous encounters and wisdom of Micah Turnbow. And in this instance he tells of where the angel Michael, as I recall, attempted to take away the morning star from Satan. But, for a moment it appeared that Michael was struggling, but Michael exclaimed as he fought and struggled, I will never stop. Now I like this because I wonder about the dimensional power of not giving up. I think a sort of unique vector was created by Michael that crossed the cosmos. I think it is cosmic, and we have this capacity. Accepting defeat is also a gravity vector, and a dangerous one. But God gives us hope, and always will, and He is the God of hope. And hope is not just vain air. And as we honor ourselves, and see our marvelous beauty, we will be less vulnerable to obtaining affirmation or beauty by way of other people's opinion. We should be unaware of other people's opinion, and if we are aware of their opinion, let it be fleeting, so that we can speed along as a free wild horse. Micah Turnbow tells of the lying snake which is sent to prophets who desire to be right. And these will receive false visions. How does this work? If we want to be correct to impress people for the sake of the false affirmation of our value from them, then this desire is coveting, an old English word. But coveting is idolatry, as we are told. The secret ingredient here is desire. Now desire is good, and powerful, but it is a gate state, a major dimensional or spiritual force. So desire opens things up. Desiring bad things create an invisible structure in space-time, an idol. But we know from Ezekiel, I think, that idols speak. Idols speak. The prophets who want to impress exerted desire, which created this idol, and this idol will speak. That is why the lying serpent is allowed to give false visions. But the Lord will give mercy to all of us, and in the Lord there is forever new beginnings, and He removes the past. We can always begin again. And I have a desire to move to Dubai, and in a dream, a man appeared and said, Yalok, come to Dubai. Now I am not sure if my desire starting creating this structure, which is speaking to me, or whether God is giving me a message. But I will keep humility, and I know His mercy and grace are on me.